Listener discretion advised.
Now, here's Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, let me give the phone number out first and foremost. 1-800-LOVE-191, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. He's a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist.
Boozing.
How are you, Doc?
Does that imply that I'm a boob?
I have no idea. That's the one-nut wonder engineer, Mike, working his magic behind the control board there.
Is his, was it brother and sister-in-law are here tonight?
Oh, really?
So he's got on his best behavior. He's really putting on an act.
I don't see him in there. Are they in there, Mike? Oh, good man. Yeah, they look pretty uptight, really. They do not look like the kin of a gravel hauling woman. I don't know if anyone knows it, but, you know, Dooley's fiancé, the lovely engineer Mike, beautiful, blonde, drives an 18-wheeler. It's like something out of some 70s softcore porn. Diesel bitches or, you know, something like that. Anyway, she hauls around...
Does everything in life equate somehow back to a pornography? Is that the whole deal?
It always imitates art, doesn't it, Drew?
Art.
All right. Well, tonight we have the Deftones coming in here. They're a pretty hardcore band.
Really?
Yes. They have a song. I think we're going to hear it tonight. Basically, it says the F word about 300 times in it, but they've cleaned it up and changed it to the S word. So I think we'll get to hear that, but you'll just insert the F where the S was. It's kind of I don't think they could have made it onto Ed Sullivan. But that's okay, because anyone can make it here on Loveline. Next week we have Dishwalla. We have my old and new friends. They're everything. Goldfinger coming in here. I'm sure that show's going to be out of control. Rumor has it that we're going to have Korn and Kiss in next week as well, but that is unconfirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Producer Ann is still working on that, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. And until then, we'll go to the phones. Did I give everything out?
Yeah.
All right, ready to roll.
Or maybe you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Phone numbers.
1-800-LOVE-191. Sound familiar, smart guy? Nicole, 22, you're on Loveline.
Hi, Dr. Drew. How are you?
Hey, Nicole.
Good. I have a little problem.
Yeah.
I am 22, and my fiancé is 45.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a problem about getting the wedding plan set. We've been together for 3 years, and every time he gets upset with me, he wants to call off the wedding. The other problem is I don't really trust him either. He's cheated on me before, and
Well, it sounds like a wonderful foundation for a marriage.
well, the thing of it was is it happened 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. Were you together then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And he cheated on me during that time.
You really can't cheat on people. You haven't formed a relationship
right.
yet.
I really didn't formulate that question properly. Let's put it this way. Have you been in this relationship with him ever since then?
Yeah.
And so this is a long-standing relationship.
Right.
How old were you when you got involved with this guy?
20. No, 18 or 19. I'm sorry.
So that was towards the beginning of the relationship.
Right.
Okay.
How old
It
is
was
he?
It was about after a year we got together, is when that happened.
How old is he?
He's 45.
Okay, that's healthy.
And if I want to be really brutally honest, I don't know if I marry him because I love him or because of his money.
Oh boy.
And I do love him, and he's taking care of me. But
I mean, think about what you're saying.
I know.
I mean, that's no foundation for a marriage.
And, Nicole, this is a classic Loveline call where people call in, they want advice, they want an opinion, but they've already formed their opinion. You can tell by the way they ask the question.
But so many times they have had the ideas that should form into an opinion, but they stay in this sort of state of denial and really don't admit to themselves that that's what they're thinking.
I think
she will go from all the things she's told us thus far to saying, and therefore, I can't wait to get married.
Nicole?
Yeah.
This guy was 42 when he met your 19-year-old ass?
Yeah, and he was married.
All right. All right.
He's no longer married anymore.
All right.
How many marriages has he had?
One. He was married for 15 years, and I met him, and he divorced her, and that was a trust issue, so it's actually been a trust issue ever since the beginning.
All right, let me just put this into context. When this guy was born, World War II was just wrapping
old enough
up.
to be my dad, yeah.
Yes, World War II was wrapping up. We're getting ready to go into Korea. We're gearing up for another assault. And when Nicole was born, the Bay City Rollers were just hitting it big. So this is what you'd call recalculous, isn't it, Drew?
Let's put it this way. Adam West had been off TV for 10 years
Yeah.
when she was born.
Is he there?
No, he's not.
Oh.
He is in spirit. If we sniff his seat, we get a little whiff of the Batcave.
Yeah, all right. I grew up with him.
All right, so, Nicole,
Yeah.
you know this isn't right.
I know, but I don't know what else to do. The wedding's in 5 months, and it's already been planned, and everything's paid for, and I really don't want to let down my parents either.
Your parents are giving this wedding their blessing?
Not really. They're doing it to make me happy.
Well, so how let down, how disappointed are they going to be if you call this thing off?
It wouldn't surprise them.
They'll be relieved.
Yeah.
They'll be relieved.
Yeah.
All right. So we do not give it our blessing. We curse it.
Do you?
Yes. We curse the relationship. We put a pox on the relationship.
You Nicole.
Uh-huh.
You work?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm at work, actually.
Where do you work?
At a Clark station.
Oh, so at the cash register, there she is.
Oh, okay. You're
Huh?
You selling some Slim Jims?
No, not really.
Hey, how's that Clamato moving?
What?
You don't sell Clamato?
What?
All right, Nicole.
What?
Here's what I want you to do.
What?
I want you to grab a handful of Mike and Ike's and throw it at this guy.
Yeah, he was a jerk. No, but anyway,
Nicole, how good could this guy be taking care of you that you're working at a Chevron station, the graveyard shift?
Because he's sick of taking care of me, and I've lived off of him for the last 3 years, and I'm trying to pay for the wedding, and he wants to teach me how to be responsible, and part of it he acts like my dad, and the other part he's a wonderful man, and I don't know what to do. I love him to death, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
You do not love him to death. You just finished telling us that you question your feelings, even to the extent that you thought you might be deluded.
It's just that I don't know if I love him more because he has money or more.
Nicole,
I don't know.
That is not love. Okay?
Absolutely.
That is not love. That is, well, I don't know what you'd call that. Greed, I guess, is about the closest thing to it.
I don't know if I love her for her big boobs or her diamond tiara. Drew? I mean, what is that?
It's one thing if she had felt that the money that was an attribute that she was attracted to or liked, but if you don't have some genuine fundamental connection with a person,
all right, but let me play devil's advocate. Nicole doesn't sound like she's got a whole lot going on. I'm basing that mostly on the fact that there's a cash register going in the background and 3 inches of bulletproof glass in front of her. Any job where you have to slide people's stuff through a drawer so they don't shoot you is a bad job. Okay, so I'm saying she probably doesn't have a whole lot going on.
She doesn't have a lot going on because she's been somebody's concubine for the last 5 years.
All right,
she's
so the guy takes care of her. Big deal. He croaks in a few years. She moves into the mansion, marries herself a struggling musician in his early 20s, and they have sex from here till eternity. Brian, 17, you're on Loveline.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Okay, my problem is I recently found out that my parents smoke weed. And I was wondering if I should say anything to them or let it go, or...
How did you find out?
Well, I have an older sister, like in her middle 20s, who would tell me stuff, like she would see him, and I always just blew it off. But actually, it was tonight that I found some in the house.
Mm. What do you want to tell them?
Well, I don't... they're always giving me this crap about, don't do drugs, and, and it's kind of like trying almost to find this in our house.
It's hypocritical, isn't
yeah.
it?
Are you into it at all, Brian?
Once in a while, if I'm at a party or something, but not really.
Your dad's name isn't Zorback, is it?
No.
Okay, just checking. I don't know where he is. Trying to find Zorback. Zorback, if you're listening, call in. I need my sandals repaired. What should you do? Confront them?
Well, I think for your own sake, so you don't harbor all this resentment and act it out in such a way that it harm yourself. I think, you shouldn't be worried so much about how you feel about their being hypocritical. I mean, that they are. That's the way it is. But in terms of you having an opportunity to ventilate, you need to do it for yourself.
Yeah, but what happened to do as I say and not as I do, and children should be seen and not heard?
That's a real dilemma for parents right now. There is debate about what a parent should do if they use drugs or experiment with drugs.
Sorry to cut you off there, Drew, but the rustling in the background is that of the Deftones, who've just rolled into the studio, namely Chino Marino and Stephen Carpenter. We're right in the middle of a pot call. Now, you guys being in a band and all, I'm sure you've...
I just be saying no to that kind of stuff.
You say no?
Yeah.
So more for you, or just no, you don't do it?
I just don't do it.
All right.
He's telling the truth, too.
All right, that was Steph and Brian.
Okay.
But the fact is, it's a dilemma for parents, okay? I think if you look at, say, tobacco smoking, okay, virtually every young person has parents who smoke cigarettes, will smoke cigarettes. And the same is true of other drugs. It's sort of a license. It's an endorsement of the behaviors. I think parents ought to they should never lie. And it seems like these folks have misled you and sort of, you feel as though they've lied to you about it. But I think if they did do drugs and they think it's a bad idea for their kids, they ought to keep their history out of it.
All right, Drew, let me put you on the spot. Are you going to tell the triplets you got yourself a piece on the first date with Mommy?
I'm not, but if this show's still on the air for crying out loud, it's not something I'm going to be able to keep from anybody.
Drew got himself some on the first date with his wife.
That's the way to go.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
Me too.
And it all worked out. Not his wife.
Don't tell no one.
All right, well, we're in here with the Deftones, and these guys are doing club dates now, right? Before you get going and get out on some more tours? Like the, what tour do you have coming up?
Warped Tour.
Oh, the Warped Tour, right. And then you were just out with Ozzy and Korn?
Oh, yeah.
How was that?
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty rock.
Korn is kind of rocks. I was just in Minneapolis, and they had about 12 bands for a big like radio fest up there, but everyone was going nuts for Korn.
They're great, man. They got that appeal to the young, the young kids, and that's what it's all about right now.
And so that's good. I mean, you're going to fall somewhere between Korn and Ozzy, no matter who you are.
Oh yeah.
And how was Ozzy? Could you understand a freaking word he said?
Well, he has a teleprompter.
I could read his lyrics just like him, so I knew what he was saying.
Oh, really? He's like rock and roll's Frank Sinatra.
Exactly.
But he was on this show a couple years ago. Good guy, but
cool.
He was complaining about how much brain damage he had suffered from all the drugs he exposed himself to.
I believe it.
And the reason he has to have a teleprompter, he has no memory any longer. He can't retain information.
But I know Paranoid. I could sing that.
And he's on medication chronically because his moods are so messed up from the damage from the LSD primarily.
So, Drew, your message to the young people is drugs are okay if you can afford a teleprompter. Is that what you're saying? No. All right. So you guys are out doing clubs. Are you here in L.A.?
No, we're in Denver tomorrow, Friday, the 7th.
We're in Denver, aren't we, Drew?
Yeah.
For what club?
We're playing
we're in
Mercury
Boulder.
Cafe.
I guess that goes out to Denver.
The Mercury Cafe.
Well, people have cars in Boulder. They can get to Denver. All right. So the Ogden Theater.
No, we're playing the Mercury Cafe.
All right.
We played the Ogden Theater before.
Producer Ann just went in my ear, and big goofball Darren.
Nobody else is hearing that, Adam. So.
Oh, okay. All right. It's the Ogden Theater, says your slimy record rep, Darren. So
It must have got moved.
No, if it got moved there, I didn't know anything about it.
All right. Well, wherever it is, you guys are going to rock, right?
We're going to
know
kick
that.
butt.
And then, all right, so you do the club tour. Then you go out and you do the Warped Tour. And then it's White Zombie and Pantera.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Now that's going to be nuts.
That's going to be 4 hours of just pummeling you.
And you're going to be playing, like, huge venues.
All arenas.
So that's going to be great. Have you guys played arenas?
Oh, yeah, with
We play
Ozzy.
with Ozzy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Forgot. I need a teleprompter.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, you got a call picked out? Oh, yes, you do. Paul, 20. You're on Loveline with the Deftones.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
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 Hello?
Hey, ask your question, you pinhead.
Come on, moron.
My question is about paternity tests.
Mm-hmm.
I have a son that's about 9 months old, and we don't know if it's me or another guy.
Okay.
And the problem is that my blood type is A, the other guy's blood type is A, her blood type is B, and the kid's is AB.
Right.
Does a simple blood test work?
No, you have to have paternity testing, which is a very complex monitoring of what's called HLA typing, which are cell surface markers. Well, amongst many of them, cell type is one.
Now, Drew, I'm no doctor.
Or rather, blood type is one.
But I have seen a lot of Westerns.
Mm-hmm.
And once in a while, a guy gets accused of stealing another guy's horse.
Yeah.
And you know how they settle it?
Oh.
They put the horse in the middle of the town there, on the dirt street.
Mm-hmm.
And the two guys, they go to opposite sides of the horse. And they both start calling the horse. And whichever way the horse goes, well, you know whose horse it is. I'm just saying it's kind of expensive. A lot of people don't have money for the lab. Is it possible that they could do this?
No.
Okay.
Boy, they can do it. It is physically possible.
See, I'm not a doctor. You guys realize that now.
Right.
Paul?
How much is a paternity test?
I think it's around $300 or $400. I'm not sure.
Wow.
There are only a few places around, this is Los Angeles, that will do that, but they are available.
How long do they take, and what do they do?
I don't know.
How does it work?
I don't know how the test is run, but it's a HLA typing usually.
What's HLA?
It's a histocompatibility locus antigen or something like that. It's just the markers on the cell surface that each person uniquely produces.
Paul?
Yo.
What's the story behind all this?
Okay, I met her. Things happened, but she was still engaged to this other guy. And
Wrong move.
and I was at school, and I came back. I went home for Christmas, and I came back to school, and she said she was pregnant. And 9 months later, we don't know who she is. And
Histocompatibility leukocyte antigen.
Oh, you figured it out?
Yeah.
All right, Drew. Usually comes in with those 20 minutes later. No one knows what the hell he's talking about.
I mean, he's going to be my son anyways. It's just I don't want.
Well, maybe you shouldn't know.
Well, no, because his name's on the birth certificate, which is another messed up story. But we need to know to change the name on the birth certificate, or so.
Well, it's primarily the legal system that is utilizing these tests anyway. So I'm sure if you're going through the legal whatever it is you're doing to change the birth certificate, they would know where to tell you to go for the paternity testing.
All right, Stefan, 19. You got a question for the Deftones?
Oh, I got a few questions, dude. You guys ready?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, I got it on a teleprompter. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, really. I want to know where I could get a hold of some of your guys' stuff, like stickers and T-shirts and stuff.
Come out to shows for now. When we get into the stores, you'll be obviously to see it. But right now, we don't have anything at retail outlets. But you come out to our show, we got all that stuff with us.
Stefan, have you seen the cat logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right. I have one of those shirts with the Dickies symbol on it.
Right.
That's kind of old. I've had it for a while. It's getting kind of worn out.
Yeah, we're coming out with some new designs this summer.
Right.
We just got a couple, actually.
When's your guys' new tape going to come out?
Probably next year sometime.
Right on. I saw you guys back in April. Down in San Diego. It was pretty cool. What happened to the chick from Human Waste?
Oh.
Did she get hit or what?
Yeah. Well, no. You know what? I think it was a couple guys in the front of the crowd, and they were she got up on stage to sing and a song with me, and somebody grabbed her crotch or something, and
no
then,
way.
Another guy kind of joined in or something, and she felt totally violated and kind of tripped out about it, and then between songs, she kept coming to me and asking me to do something about it, and I was put in a predicament where I couldn't really do anything about it, but just say whoever did it was pretty much a lame person, and move on.
Did you say lame?
I said.
But you can certainly say F, and everyone knows what it stands for.
Okay.
That's all right.
You got that little button you can push.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We're Mike's engineer Mike's finger is poised on that one, the one that doesn't smell bad. Stefan.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Where are you calling from?
Around Riverside, California. I just wanted to say, anybody that's listening, if you guys like Deftones, definitely check out the band Far.
Yeah, they're good friends of ours.
Yeah, dude, they're
from Sacramento.
dope.
They're a really good band.
All right.
Yeah, they are.
You done plugging your band, Stefan?
Hold on, I gotta roll the teleprompter back.
All right, everybody's a comedian.
See ya.
All right, when we come back, I'm guessing we're going to hear a little something from the Deftones off of their CD Adrenaline, and we'll talk to the boys, and we'll help the rest of America. Right, Drew?
Right.
All right.
To this day, I am surprised when I'm asked to sign a lady's bosom.
Adam West, ladies and gentlemen, who was sitting in Chino's seat about
23 hours
ago. And now we have Chino sitting in Chino's seat. We have Chino and Stefan, both from the Deftones.
Hello.
They got a CD out called Adrenaline. There's a song on it called 7 Words.
There's a lot of songs on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I didn't mean to imply that there was only one song on there.
Or a one-hit wonder or something like that, right?
Oh, absolutely not. No flash in the pan. Not the Deftones. They've been rocking the planet for close to a tenth of a decade now. Now, we're going to play this song in just a minute, but let's talk about this song, because I was talking this evening to a friend of mine named Carson, who's a DJ up at KOME in San Jose, and he was talking about you guys, and he said he saw you guys at the Cactus Club up in, I guess, San Francisco.
No,
San Jose, sorry, couple months back, and that you guys were nuts, and you rocked, and you jumped in the crowd, and he really liked you guys, and he said he was playing the 7 Words song, but that because one of those words, or most of those words, was the F word, they're having a little difficulty with it.
It's not. I promise. It's weird. It sounds... I think it has a lot to do with the distortion on the vocals, maybe, or something, but I say the word suck.
Suck.
Yeah.
And it wasn't originally the F word?
No.
Never.
No.
Never was?
Never was F word.
Okay, but if people want to say the F word in their head
go ahead.
Each time you say suck, that'd be fine?
It's all good if that's what you want to do.
All right. Well... Let's give it a listen.
All right.
Deftones in, I wanted to say suck, but I'm going to say 7 words. What the? Yeah. Was that from the CD? Oh, Engineer Mike just put that on. What are you on, peyote tonight? All I heard was the duck and the sock. Okay. We were talking in here, Mike. All right, anyway. Let me give the phone number out. 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Here with Chino and Stefan, both from the Deftones. Everything's going swimmingly for the band. New CD out called Adrenaline. Going on tour with, I was about to say Korn and Ozzy, but just got done with them. Going out with Pantera and White Zombie, and they'll be all over the place. So keep an eye out for them. And until then, we're going to get to the phone. Dustin, 17, you're on Loveline with the Deftones.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend, been fighting all week and everything, and it just started about a week ago. She stayed the night in a motel room with 2 guys that she claimed to be just her friends.
Oh, yeah.
And then, about 2 days ago, I heard from a couple of my friends that she cheated on me with the guy that she was with before me. And then, so I got all mad and everything. I called her up, and I called her a slut and all that stuff and told her not to call me no more. And, basically she's been kissing my ass all week, and I've been really mean to her and everything. And I called her today, and just, all day she's been really mean and everything. And then, I've been trying to say nice stuff to her and everything. She just, keeps on hanging up on me and stuff. And, I think something's wrong, but I didn't know and everything. So I was going to ask you guys, what should I do?
The first clue that something's up in a relationship is when your woman is spending the night in motels with a couple of truckers she met at a bar earlier in the day.
But then he is being utterly inappropriate with her, being nasty for 3 days, and then wonders why she has enough.
Dustin.
Why she might turn away.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Let me just get back. I haven't got past the motel emotionally just yet. Now, why was she making a movie in this motel? Why was she in this motel with these 2 guys?
Well, 2 of my friends were on the run for murder. And then so she was helping them out by getting the motel room for the night before she went and took them in to turn them in and everything.
Right.
What are their
She
names?
was just staying in the motel room with them.
Before she turned them in?
Yeah.
And then
she was taking them down there to turn them in.
And after a good night's sleep, they all went to the jail and she turned them in.
Yeah.
It's a lovely story. So, your girlfriend's basically, a bounty hunter? Who does she know is on the run for murder?
Do what?
Listen, Dustin.
Yeah.
Seriously, how does she know these 2 guys that are on the lam?
Well, they were all of our best friends and everything, and it happened one of the nights that we were partying.
When they killed somebody?
Yeah.
Who'd they kill?
I don't know. Some guy walked up with a gun and everything. It was really late at night, and they beat him up with a pole and a bat. And then so he was in critical condition for a couple of days, and he just passed away. and so they were too scared to go in or something, so they were on the run.
Uh-huh. And they've turned themselves in?
Right, and she just claimed that they were just there and she was just helping them and everything with the motel.
You know, I didn't think anything could get me past Dustin's girlfriend in the motel, but the whole murder thing now has intrigued me. All of a sudden, I've taken off my porn mask and donned my fedora and trench coat. I've turned into McGruff. Columbo. All right, so they're in custody now, right?
Right.
All right, and they're whether they killed him or not, they'll probably be out in a couple of months. But the problem is back to your girlfriend. She didn't have any, let's say a rendezvous. It wasn't any kind of pre-conjugal visit or something they had. Last hurrah before they went into the tank.
Not that I know. They just told me that they got drunk and everything, and they went to bed.
Well, sure, you can trust these guys. They killed a guy with a bat a few days earlier.
And now they're loaded in a motel room with your girlfriend.
No, sure. Felons make great roommates, don't they?
They just played cards, all right?
Dustin, it just sounds like a terrible relationship. Why would you torture yourself with this? It's hideous.
Well, I really like her a lot.
I'm sure you do.
But the other girls, bro.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Many more.
Yeah, you're mistreating her. She's mistreating you. The situation is truly chaotic and crazy.
Going out with Mom's Mabley, the fugitive harborer.
Go out with somebody else.
Yes, please. Dustin, find somebody without a criminal record.
Maybe Dustin shouldn't have a girlfriend right now. I'm sounding more like it.
Yeah, we rarely agree, but big thumbs up on we both agree on this one. Christina, 21, you're on Loveline with the Deftones.
I have a huge problem.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Can you help me?
Yes.
My boyfriend, he's got some staying power. We have sex, and it lasts maybe 3 minutes.
Sound like Steph.
And we've been together for a really long time, and I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a medical problem, Dr. Drew?
There will be when you hit him with the rolling pin.
Because he tells me all the time that I need to settle down and be a little more mellow, but I can't do that.
Right, because you got to work it all in about 2.5 minutes. One Deftones song is about all you get.
3 minutes is a good night.
Although that Suck song couldn't hurt. In terms of, I wouldn't call it subliminal suggestion. That's just suggestion.
What do I do?
All right, was he always this way?
No.
How long did he last when he was in his prime?
Well, he's 25 now, and we started dating, I think, about 3.5 years ago. So at first, he could go for much longer than he can now, maybe 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And now, after this long, it's gotten to about 3.
Mm. And in another 5 years, you're going to be minus sex. You're gonna owe him.
You think that's funny? It's not funny to me. What do I do?
Chino, Stefan, what do you think?
I think he should be asking what he could do. Did he ask you to call in for him?
No. He'd be really upset if he found
But
out.
I think that's the point, is that he needs to be willing to care about this for you and work on it.
Well, don't you think that he's probably just a little bit embarrassed?
Well, do you talk to him about it?
Well, yeah, I tell him that it kind of bothers me.
Well, maybe he would also like to figure out how to correct it.
Well, is there a way to correct it?
Well,
I do have measures that will rectify this. Absolutely. Huh?
Adam, do you ever have that problem?
I've never been with a woman, but I imagine when I'm alone, I go pretty good.
I don't know what I can do.
Think of it as a race. He's winning, you're losing. You need to hurry up.
Yes.
You don't understand.
All right, Christina, I'm going to help you. First,
Okay,
let me
help me.
ask a quick question. This could be related to the NHL Stanley Cup. Is there something he's missing? Is he in a hurry because he wants to get to the TV?
No, he's not a big sports fan, but you know what? To tell you the truth, he smokes a lot of pot.
Yeah, but that should slow you down, shouldn't it, Drew?
No, it can cause.
I try to get him really drunk before we have sex, so I hope that it will take a little longer.
That works.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you actually poisoned with alcohol, then you could just put his penis in a splint, and he'd never know the better. A couple tongue depressors and some duct tape. What do you think, Drew?
MacGyver style.
Christina, listen to me. I know the answer here.
I could gain maybe 500 pounds and suck, and then maybe it would last longer.
Then you'd be up to 750.
I don't know what to do.
Christina, listen.
What?
Remember my answer to this?
What?
It's a two-parter. First, he has to pleasure himself before the act. I don't know what kind of time buffer you need. Maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour, but he needs to get a bullet out of the chamber. You know what I'm saying?
You're great.
All right, number 2.
One down, second better.
Number 2, he's got to get the Hey Vern guy poster up at the foot of the bed. He needs something disturbing to focus on while he's having sex with you. Something disturbing and distracting. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
But do you think that he'd take that kind of advice?
He certainly would. Threaten to leave him.
Should I do that?
Yes.
Because this is a major issue.
Yeah.
You can't have a healthy
All
relationship.
right, Christina, don't talk to him. Talk to his penis. Pull his penis aside and have a heart to heart. The penis will understand, believe me. And if the penis won't get involved, you get the testicles involved, and then you got a posse. All right? All right, so...
I don't know what the problem is.
All right, get rid of the bullet in the chamber and get the Hey Vern guy poster up. All right. Phone number here at Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. He's Dr. Drew. Tonight's guest, the Deftones, Chino Marino.
I'm Stefan.
Stefan Carpenter. Thanks for that, Stefan. I was going to get to you. And these guys have a CD out called Adrenaline, and they had been out with Korn and Ozzy a few months back, and will be going out with White Zombie and Pantera in the month of August. Right now, they're doing their own sort of club tour before they get into the Warped Tour. How much of the Warped Tour are you guys going to do?
The first half.
Yeah, basically till it runs into the Pantera tour. So it ends at the end of this month. Or the end of July.
And who is out on the Warped Tour beside you guys?
I don't know, really. I know a couple bands, but I mean, if I said one band, I'd probably have to say them all, so.
But it's going to kick ass.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're playing.
Okay. Maybe you are the Warped Tour this year.
We don't know about
Maybe the tour's going to end.
We're going to be the only band there. Well, what's going on?
As soon as you guys leave to go with Pantera, that's it. Tour end. Drew, you here?
I'm here.
You ready to take some calls?
I am ready.
Pierce, 26, you're on Loveline with the Deftones.
Dr. Drew, Adam, Deftones, mahalo. I kind of have a serious question. I don't really have any friends wanted for murder or anything, but I'm 26 years old, and I'm wondering, I've been drinking since I've been about 17 yeis old, and I'm wondering, are there any, not side effects, but what is the word I'm looking for?
Signs?
No. Is there any indications that I might have cirrhosis of the liver?
That would be signs of cirrhosis.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I thought you said lines.
No,
I'm
signs.
like, wait, no.
Really, not that you could determine for yourself. I mean, I can tell you some of the things, but it's very hard to determine, even with somebody who's trained to pick these things up. Really, the only way to tell for sure, unless you have advanced cirrhosis, the preliminary stages really can only be determined with liver biopsy.
And this is rather ironic because we were just talking to Chino and Stefan about their beverages of choice.
I can hear him chewing that ice.
Chino's got himself a Gatorade and vodka, which we couldn't find a name for it, but I'm going to call it the white trash. That is the white trashingest drink I've ever heard in my life, using Gatorade as a mixer. He says it replenishes his fluid as it drains him of fluid. And Stefan has what is that?
That's a little OJ and rum.
OJ and rum.
Citrus rum.
Oh, yeah, we were getting into that. Pierce, you into citrus rum?
Well...
What is your drink?
What is my
Wait a minute. Pierce, if you're worried that you're dying of alcohol consumption, of alcoholism, why don't you do something about that?
Well, actually, it's not. I really don't drink a lot. It's usually 3 times a week.
If you are drinking sufficiently to believe that you could even possibly have cirrhosis.
Well, I'm more of a binge drinker.
Whatever.
When I go out, I feel I drink too much.
Look, you obviously drink a lot if you believe you could have advanced liver disease.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't believe I have it, but there's like different things like physically going on with me that are like.
Such as?
All right, why don't you tell me about it? I'll tell you whether or not they.
Okay, well, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's like my urine has kind of a strange stench to it. No, if that's not embarrassing.
Well, I don't
think that's the liquor, man.
That could be an infection.
Well, no, I don't think it is. It's come up, and since it's come up in the last 4 or 5 days, and I haven't had any like.
Hold on, Chino. You want to get a tumbler over there and make me a martini? For Christ's sake, back off the mic with that ice.
Wait, you might have
thirsty.
just a plain old urinary tract infection. Okay. All right. In fact, that's virtually certain.
Could it also be that maybe I've changed to a really high fiber, low fat diet?
No.
Is there anything that could that be
No.
causing it? No.
He's washing his tofu down with Jack.
What are the other signs you're having?
Oh no, that's about it mainly. I just figured I know the kidneys filter out any impurities in the blood or so on and so forth, and I figured if the liver wasn't doing its job, the kidneys wouldn't be doing their job sufficiently, and
That's not the way it works.
Try the vodka crayons.
No.
Pierce.
Yes.
Now, I know Drew doesn't like this, but I would like to know about how much alcohol he consumes in an average week. So first, what is your drink, Pierce?
Okay. I usually drink beer.
Okay.
Beer, just light beer, as a matter of fact. I know it's the pussy beer, but oh well. And I'll go out to the bar, and we have 23-ounce taps. I'll have probably 4 of those on a Friday, and maybe 5 on a Saturday.
Okay, so 4 out of 23. So that's about 4 of those is about 8 beers.
8 beers, and 5 would be 10.
So you drink about 18 beers a week?
Yeah, and then maybe 2. Like on Tuesday, we'll go and play trivia.
You're not an alcoholic.
Game. I'll have like 2 of those.
That's 20.
Yeah. So that's on.
Deftones drank that on the way in. Just during the last commercial break, they polished off a pony keg. Yes,
that's not a lot of beer.
If you got problems, whoa. I must be
yeah.
And
Chino, you've been dead for 3 months. If he's got problems.
You'd figure, you'd think I could figure this out now that I'm 26. I see people drinking just tons and tons. But I'm the type of guy that, my.
All right, we don't care what kind of guy Pierce is.
Here's an important distinction, though, is that for women are about 5 times more likely to get cirrhosis than men. That level of consumption could definitely predispose to cirrhosis in women.
New study just came out, Drew. I don't know if you're on top of this or not, but women have caught up to men in the consumption of all bad things. They're up there. They've come even to men, or at least teenage women.
Right.
Tobacco, alcohol, illicit drugs. So we're all even now, gang. So the playing field has been leveled.
Quite literally.
Absolutely. All right, Drew. I don't even know why I said absolutely there. Sarah, 13, you're on Loveline with the Deftones.
Hi.
Hey.
I have a question. How do you know when a guy likes you?
Gets a boner?
No, on a serious note, does he, without telling you directly, how do you know?
Let's ask Chino and Stefan. Stefan, when you like a girl, what do you do besides tell her to meet you out and tell the roadie to go get her out to the van?
And not so much what you guys would do. What did you do when you were 13 or 14, like Sarah is?
Yeah.
Sarah's 13.
Yeah, when I was 13, I was scared. I
too.
can remember it. I wrote a note and slipped it in the locker, at best.
Turned out to be a guy's locker, and you had to date him for 6 months.
It was frightening.
So a girl probably would not be able to tell if you liked her or not, right? You'd hide that. You'd be afraid of that.
Your friends, when you're that young, your friends talk. Everyone starts talking. It gets around, and then,
it's usually like a friend. You ask a friend,
So the way to find out is ask one of her friends.
Well,
one of his friends.
Yeah. That's a friend.
Right, and you map everything out with your friends before you make a move.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're the general, and they're like the field marshals or something, and the sergeants and the corporals, and you get them all together, and you go, okay, man, you know why I've called you here, and you get like a big map of the school terrain out, and this marker represents you, and you get this marker represents her, and we're going to meet by the locker at 0800 hours. Exactly. You try to figure everything out, and then the funny part is you send them out to go do it, and then, like with me, they would come back and go, we asked her, man, and she don't like you. And then I'd argue with her. I'd argue with him. What do you mean? What kind of talk is that? It was like Hitler when he was going crazy. Get back out there and do your job. Sarah?
Yeah.
So you need to get your friends to go do your bidding for you.
Oh, well, one of his friends told me that he liked me.
There you go.
There you go.
He likes you then.
Compulsive liar.
The other guy's a compulsive liar. Well, ask another friend.
Well, as you get older, it won't even matter. All they'll do is just say hi, and that's all you need to know.
Right. You can see it in their eyes.
Okay.
All right, Sarah?
All right.
You just feel it out. You'll get your answers.
All right, thanks.
But here's the deal, Sarah. When you get your answer, you got to be prepared to move. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks.
All right. Hey, producer Ann. We going to play another Deftones song coming up sometime?
Yes.
Oh, we are.
I'll let you know.
All right. Well, let me just give some quick plugs here, guys. Thank me. I'm the one who woke her up.
All right.
Friday, June 7th, they're going to be in Denver, Colorado at the Mercury Cafe. So
Ogden. It got changed. Remember Ogden Theater?
Yeah. So you guys said Mercury, didn't you?
But then we just found out it got changed.
All right. So is it Ogden or what?
It's Ogden for sure.
Well, Denver's not that big. You should hear them.
Exactly.
Saturday, June 8th, they're going to be in Wichita, Kansas at Rock Island. And Wednesday, June 19th, they will be in Louisville.
Louisville.
All right, I always screw that one up. Kentucky at the Phoenix Hill Tavern. And we'll still be back here at this crappy place. Phone number here at Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. The snorting and hoofing in the background is the snorting hoof of Chino and Stevin, both from the Deftones. I got a CD out called Adrenaline. I'm going to see if we can squeeze in a quick call here before we go to the 10-second break. Doug, 24, you're on Loveline. Doug?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
You're on Loveline.
All right. I've had a couple of questions. I've heard you guys badmouth penis piercings a lot, and I was
badmouth.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was curious why you have the feeling that it's due to trauma in childhood.
Oh, because that's just the pattern. That's the people that tend to do that tend to have had that history.
Okay. I have a few. I would like to think for myself that I'm a pretty well-adjusted individual, and I just don't see that in my life, and I'm curious what kind of people you usually run into that have that.
What kind of people do we usually run into whose penises
I don't
are
run
pierced?
into many penis piercings.
Is your penis pierced?
Yeah, I've got 10 of them.
Why?
Say again?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
It started off as a fad. I've got 15 total, and
Yeah, but why?
So
Like, why? Are you the one that sees it, or what? Or, like, you know what I mean? Is it for you, or is it for attention? What is it?
It's not something I parade around. I mean, I don't walk around with my dick hanging out of my pants all the time. But
how do you operate with that much hardware?
Your schwanz weighs like 11 pounds now, doesn't it? That's not a piercing. That's a chandelier, by the way. That's a keychain he's got down there.
That's a chime.
He's like a janitor. You can hear him coming down the hall. Doug?
Yes.
Really, how do you operate with 10 things coming from your honker?
There are sides to the when my penis gets hard, just the balls poke out, so it gives more of a French tickler effect, I would say.
Oh, because when my penis get hard, my balls sag.
Oh, it's not the balls; it's the actual penis itself.
The barbell balls of the
barbells
side of
and
just
Prince
a little
Albert.
ball humor, guys. Settle down.
Ball humor.
Now, so you have it. You have it sort of. It's like ribbed along. Is it along the side?
No, it's along the bottom. I've got 8 frenum piercings, a Prince Albert, and an Ampelang.
All right.
How many times have you been stuck?
How many times have I been stuck?
You ever get stuck with all that hardware?
Let's take a break and let's come back
All
to
right.
this guy.
Yeah, Doug, we're fascinated, so we're gonna put Frankenschwanz on hold, and we'll be back in 10. All right, we're back with the Deftones. Dr. Drew has pulled out the marks a lot and is drawing caller Doug's penis. Well, you didn't have to draw the testicles too. It's a little weird now, Doc.
Because he's got them here, he's got them here. It sounds like.
Oh, in the testes? The testicles? Wow, that's a huge penis. You're really too kind. What are you, family? You don't even know Doug. Believe me, if he was drawing my penis, it would look like a toothpick. All right, we're going to get back and talk to Doug and find out what the deal is over here. Doug?
Yeah.
Help us understand. I want to get a visual.
You want to get a visual.
Right.
Okay, you've got 8 little barbells that run from basically the base to the head along the bottom of the shaft.
Do they come clean through?
No, it's just a surface piercing on the bottom. They're called frenums.
Oh, okay.
It creates a kind of a ladder effect.
Oh, okay. They go this way. All right. I was going vertical. They go horizontally.
Right.
Yeah, along the bottom.
Okay.
I've got a Prince Albert.
Okay, we know where that is.
Okay, and then the Ampelang is a barbell that goes straight through the head horizontally.
That's some real stuff right there.
Oh, let me tell you something. I get a beach ball in the groin. I'm not right for 6 months. I could only imagine what would happen to me if I had one of these things done. Any anesthetic applied when they did this?
No.
Oh. I don't know whether you're nuts or just so much man that I should just bow to you, Doug.
Well, I'm saying that I think the characterizations and more of the stereotypes that you guys are putting out are a little bit wrong. I mean,
well, they're not stereotypes. I don't care what people do. I'm just reporting the facts as I see them, and I see this a lot.
Okay.
I've never seen, and very often people come in denying it into a treatment setting, say, and you find out later that indeed there was some substantial abuse. They just didn't perceive it that way.
Doug.
Yeah.
Can you get through an airport?
Airports are okay. Federal houses are kind of a problem.
Federal houses?
Federal,
buildings.
I had that problem today, man. The lady was holding the thing to my face, man.
Oh, because you got the nose ring.
Yeah, but I mean, she was tripping me out with that thing. You know what I mean? She put it in my eyes.
Yeah, but it's better than where they're swinging it around Doug.
Well,
Doug got problems.
So I still want to know if Doug gets stuck from time to time.
Doug.
Yeah.
Do you go into battle donning all that armor?
Pretty much.
You do?
Yeah.
And what I want to know, have you been with any women that didn't know that you were the Tin Man?
I mean, I want to know about all those things. I mean, the condom thing, the oral thing. I mean, that puzzles me.
Yeah, okay, that is a good question, Stefan. What do you do about a condom?
You put it on real slow.
Okay, and they don't rip or anything.
No, actually, the bottom frenum, the one down at the shaft, you can kind of tuck the condom underneath that, and it never falls off.
Wow, and all right, now
built-in device.
So you've been with women that did not know that you've had this procedure done beforehand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was there? Anyone just scream and run out of the room?
Actually, I've gotten more compliments than anything.
Hey, nice pecker.
Nice ladder.
So, and what's it do to a woman?
Seriously, it does give the effect more of a French tickler. I've been with a couple of women that, were complaining that they had never reached orgasm through straight intercourse, and the effect produced by the extra balls and the extra bumps has actually gotten them there.
Yeah. Doug, you got like a hardware store strapped onto you when you get down.
Yeah, I get discounts
all right,
at Myers.
Doug, keep that weapon away from people's butt. That's could you imagine? Can you imagine Doug chasing you around the house with that thing?
I'm all good.
Here's the thing. Here's my take on the penis and the piercing. Many things on the human anatomy, the male anatomy, are ripe for modification. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So your eyebrows grow together. Once in a while, you pluck them. You get a little nasal hair, you cut that off. Maybe you get some braces or some caps on your teeth. The penis needs no modification.
No.
That's one of the few things on the male body that works well and looks okay on just about everybody. The biggest, fattest, ugliest guy in the world still has a pretty good penis. You really shouldn't mess with that penis. It should be last on everyone's list. Do everything first, then get to the penis. Drew, your nodding does not help me on this radio show.
You're always right.
Okay, thank you. All right. I need the reassurance. Amanda, 15.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, I'm having a really, really big problem. This guy that I've been going out with for a really long time, my mom found out that whenever we were drunk together, that he threatened to hit me, but he didn't mean it.
Did he hit you?
No, he threatened to, but, he didn't do it. He threatened to if I, got this guy's number. But he didn't do it.
How long have you been going out?
For about a year.
How old is he?
He's 16.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, he would never hurt me, and, he told me that after he sobered down and everything. He just got really mad because this guy tried to give me his number, and he tried to get my number. And my cousin told my mom what happened, and my mom said that if I continue to go out with him, that she's going to send me away to girls' school and all this other crap.
Oh, I wish I could have got sent away to one of those girls' schools. Amanda,
Uh-huh.
But you understand that your poor mom's sitting around the house, your cousin comes in and says, hey, this guy threatened to hit your daughter, your little angel, Amanda. You can understand she'd be concerned. Just because he didn't actually follow up with his threat does not mean that this guy's not a tremendous a-hole. You should not threaten to hit people. Exactly. What you should do is say, your shoe's untied, and then, just knee them. But not a woman. You don't hit women, and you don't threaten to hit women.
Well, see, to make it worse, my mom told one of my ex-boyfriends about it, and see, my mom didn't have a problem with me going out with this guy that was 21, because, I don't know, she just didn't. And she told him about it. Now then, he's out looking for him. He's been looking for him for quite a while. I won't tell him where he lives. And, everything's just so hectic just because my cousin telling her this. I don't want to break up with him.
All right, so you trust the guy completely?
Yeah.
All right. I'm guessing one day he will have an extra drink and will hit you. If he's talking about it,
no doubt,
it's coming.
Yep. And those are all the ones that say they'll never hurt you. It's coming, definitely.
Absolutely. So, are you prepared for that, Amanda?
Well, see, if he does,
you're gonna get out like everyone else.
Pick up a beer bottle and hit him over the head with it, but.
Okay. Well, just as long as you maim him, that's fine.
But see, I wouldn't break up with him. I don't know if I want to or if I don't want to or what.
All right. So here's your basic problem. You want to be with him and your mom's forbidding it.
Yeah, and that's just making me want to be with him more, though. It's the fact that my mom's telling me not to.
Yes, that is good. That is good teenage logic. So here's the deal, Amanda. And here's the answer we give to all people that are trying to sort of square things away with mom or dad. Cannot be done in one sitting.
Right.
There's, it's not like you're going to play your mom that Mission Impossible tape. She's going to get her directions. The thing self-destructs, and now you can go out and date the guy. It doesn't work that way. This is a slow, methodical process. He has to regain her trust. He has to earn her trust. And earning is sort of, it takes a while.
Well, whenever he came over and tried to explain to my mom that he wasn't going to hurt me, my mom picked up the phone and called my ex-boyfriend, told him that Mike was there, and so he left because he didn't want to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
All right. Are you thinking about moving out of the trailer soon? You live in a trailer, don't you, Amanda?
No.
Really? You use a rope to hold up your pants?
No, just a big belt with a big marijuana leaf on it.
Oh, yes. Does your mom make her own gin in the bathtub?
I suspect, though, your mom has put up with a lot of abuse over the years, and you probably saw that.
Well, yeah.
And so that's why you're seeking out these kinds of relationships. That's why we can virtually guarantee you this guy is going to escalate the abuse, and you're not going to break up with him.
Well, if not him, the next. She'll find the one that will.
Right. Do you understand that trend, Amanda? And believe me, your mom knows. She's been through it. And she's probably just doesn't want to see you make the same mistakes and suffer the same atrocities that she's suffered in her teenage years and adult life.
But at the same time, she's guiding her right to it, though.
Before.
What'd you say?
I was in an abusive relationship before.
Okay.
But,
you're in one now.
Yeah. Your antenna's bent. You know what I'm saying, Amanda? You do not know. You cannot decipher who is good for you and who is bad for you. As a matter of fact, it's 180 degrees off.
And mom's not helping one bit.
Amanda, everyone in this room, even though we're all kind of getting loaded now.
What's up?
A lot of booze going around here. Dr. Drew's just freaking out on caffeine and popcorn. We all feel like this guy's bad for you, all right?
All right.
And there's 200 years of knowledge. Drunken knowledge between the four of us, all right?
Let him go.
Let him go.
All right.
All right. She's not going to let him go. Absolutely not. Deftones have a CD out called Adrenaline. We're going to be playing something off of that soon enough. They're going out on tour. They're going to, where are you guys from, Sacramento?
Sacramento.
Know that.
Did you guys know each other, grow up together?
Yeah, I've known Stefan since I was about 11.
Really?
Just from being, we grew up in the same neighborhood. So we've known each other for a while.
You went to the same school and everything like that?
No.
We never went to school together, ever.
But
Did you ever go to school in general?
Oh, I graduated, yeah.
I didn't.
Okay. That's all right. Look at you now. You're a big rock star.
Why does he have to laugh at me like that? That's messed up.
Well, these guys with their... Drew does this to me all the time. He waves that degree around. He thinks because he has a piece of paper with a couple of digits on it and his name and some sort of degree that makes him smarter than I somehow. He's right, but I'm not going to admit it. So you guys grew up together.
Yeah. And our drummer, Abe, I've known him since like I went to school with him, so I've known him since like the 7th grade. And so I introduced them two together. They started playing together. I kind of got in the mix a little bit, and they needed a singer. They asked me to sing. I didn't know how to sing. I just tried it. It worked.
But so how old were you guys when you guys actually became the Deftones?
I was 16. I'm 22 now. I'll be 23 this month.
Okay.
I was 18 going on 19 at the time.
All right, so you guys have been together for a long time. Yeah. I mean, for guys that are pretty young.
Oh, yeah, we've been just over 7 years now.
We started when we were in high school.
Which is kind of cool because you worked out all the kinks early, and now you're young, and the success is happening at a fairly young age for you guys.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we've gone through a lot together. I mean, we still go through stuff. You know, people go, don't you guys ever fight? And we go, well, we fought a lot. I mean, years ago. I mean, we went through a lot of fighting, but not so much.
Because you got all that teenage testosterone floating around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you got two choices. I'm either going to hump someone or I'm going to smack someone.
Yeah, well, we never like fist fought. I mean, we push each other every once in a while. But
we do now. We fist fight sometimes.
Right.
But it's always a smile. It's a good thing.
Sure. Yeah. Sure, you beat the crap out of them, but you're laughing all the way. Justin, 16, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Deftones?
What up?
What's up? You guys are cool.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Seen you guys a couple times already, and
where?
Last time, Soma.
You're lying. We never played there.
Huh?
Just kidding. No, we no, yeah. What was that? Was that the last time we played there, or the time before that? Bad Brains.
April.
Yeah, that was the time. That was the drama night.
Yeah.
The night when all that the last call was about.
But
Little Room.
Anyways, I heard you guys are like making an appearance in the Crow movie.
Yeah,
City
that comes.
Angels.
Oh, Justin, thanks for doing my job.
Yeah.
I wrote that down somewhere and then lost it. I think I'm using it for a coaster now. But
I was wondering, is there going to be a new song on the soundtrack or what?
Yeah, actually, yeah, there is a new song on there. That's one we're playing in the movie. We're not acting in it. Don't trip. We're just kind of doing what we do here, but we're doing it in the movie. And the song is called Teething.
Oh, okay, I heard that.
Wait, you guys are sitting around and getting loaded in the movie?
Well, you know.
You guys are playing. You guys are the band in the club scene.
Well, it's outside. It's downtown LA.
It's a
We filmed it.
festival
It was like a big festival kind of type of thing going on.
That's kind of cool.
It's supposed to be, I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean?
All right, and song number 11. What is that called?
Fire. Oh, that's called Fist.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I rented that. What's that about? Oh, that's not about. That's about punching people.
It's a special kind of love.
It's not a sexual thing. Justin?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so let's talk about the Crow for a second. How did you guys get onto that?
Somebody asked somebody, and they asked us, and we said,
You never really know about all that. It's their doings.
But
we just do it.
Did somebody, you don't know, like somebody from the production end of it saw you guys playing or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
And who do they have taking Brandon Lee's part?
Vincent Perez. He's like a foreign film star kind of thing, you know?
Right.
But he kind of,
he looks like him, doesn't he?
He does, actually. He looked, when I saw him, I was like, dang. It looks a lot like him.
Yeah, and they kind of use, he's kind of made up and stuff in it, too, so they could
Same little flippy haircut kind of thing, too. I don't know.
Well, let's have some respect for the dead now.
Yeah.
Let's not make fun of his hair. All right, so no blanks and no guns in this one. Hopefully, I guess the film's all done, right?
I think so, yeah.
And it
should be. If not, they're behind schedule.
Coming to a theater near you sometime soon. Amanda, 16, you're on Loveline with the Deftones.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Right.
I have a question. I'm allergic to my boyfriend's cum.
What?
No.
Literally, seriously.
Allergic to what?
You get a rash?
Yeah. And it's like never happened before. With anybody else except him.
She's sperm intolerant, Drew.
But now...
Only with him, though. He said it's because he has super sperm.
So what, you're on the birth control pill or something?
When guys do that. Yeah.
Amanda?
I'm on the shot.
The Depo-Provera shot.
Yeah.
Okay. There are lots of reactions that people can get. How do you know it's an allergic reaction?
Well, I wasn't on the shot when it first happened.
How do you know it's an allergic reaction? How do you know it's not an infection or some kind of...
just hives.
Some kind of irritation that God knows what, that he's causing.
No, he went on my stomach and my chest and stuff, and I broke out wherever it landed.
He didn't put his initials or anything there, did he?
No.
What type of breakout? Fungus?
No, just like
allergic. You look like a chia belly.
Allergic.
Well, so like anyone who had an allergic reaction to chocolate or something like that,
you'd take Benadryl. Or there's lots of anti-allergy medication you can get. There's Zyrtec and Claritin now.
That's a shit.
Is this guy, is he eating a Der Wiener Schnitzel?
Is he a what?
Is he a wiener dude?
What's he doing? What's he eating?
But he really told you it's because he had super sperm. That was his excuse.
Believe me, that sounds like a good teenage guy answer, doesn't it? Yeah, that's like me. Like, oh yeah, oh no, that's not all my penis. 80% of it's actually inside of my abdomen, but that's all that sticks out. Amanda.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get yourself a rain slicker. Like, you ever see a Gallagher concert? People up there in the front row when he's smashing watermelons with the sledge.
Thompson's water. But how about he put on the rain slicker and they practice safe sex?
Oh, Drew, man, that's heavy.
Well,
man, you're just down to earth, man. Yeah. Well, she took the Depo-Provera.
I understand, but that's the way it goes. So she's extra protected.
Oh, I don't want to get too graphic, but as long as the ship is sinking, what about on the inside parts there?
Well, I never used to get sore when I did it with anybody, and with him I get sore like within a few minutes of it.
Amanda, let me give you a quick tip when it comes to talking to guys about sex and super sperm and whatnot. Try not to use other guys' sperm as an example quite so often. Guys hate that, don't you? Oh, yeah, I've been with a ton of guys. I've drank gallons of sperm. Never affected me before.
This one
don't you guys hate that when you hear that story?
Oh, it's the worst.
Stomachs be turning.
All right, Amanda. So just worship the super sperm, like the deity it is, and have him put a jacket on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Drew. You ever heard? I've never heard that one.
I never heard that.
I actually have heard of it, but never to the point that the skin reacts also. That's very strange.
It's usually just something internal.
I'm just thinking whether or not there's anything else, like whether it could have somehow transmitted a herpetic infection and that broke out. But really, it's hard to tell just by what she's telling us on the phone.
Well, when we come back with the Deftones, we are going to hear something else off their CD, Adrenaline. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew. We have Chino Marino and Stephen Carpenter. Chino is out having a smoko, but Steffo is still here with us.
What's happening?
On the lovely Loveline. And... let me give you this reminder. Next week, we will have Dishwalla and my buds Goldfinger, who I'm having an ongoing love affair with ever since they were in here a couple of months ago. I ran into them in Minneapolis on one of those big radio shows, and I saw them last weekend in Washington, D.C., and the love, man, it just keeps getting stronger. I think I'm going to buy Darren a ring. Also, it is not confirmed, it is not inked in, but it's sort of penciled in. Korn and Kiss, possibly next week. Producer Ann is all over that one, and hopefully it will come to fruition. Yes. So, until then, we have the Deftones in the studio. They have a CD called Adrenaline. There's a song on that CD called Bored, amongst many other songs. Let me make that clarification.
Man.
Steven, what about Bored? What do you got to say about this song?
It's not about boredom, It's not the obvious,
Is it bored? It's not bored. I'm bored. Is it bored like skateboard?
No, it has absolutely nothing to do with the word bored to begin with.
Why'd you call it Bored?
We changed the title of it. Actually, it used to be called Oraled.
Oraled?
Yeah.
Like the guy, the popcorn magnet?
Just Oraled. It was about, in along those lines of,
Wait a minute, you saying world with a W? Or oral?
Oraled, like oral.
What is that? Drew, you speak Latin. What is that?
I don't know.
Does that mean anything?
Past tense of being oral.
Okay, you were oraled. You
Oraled.
went to Vegas, you paid $50, and you got oraled.
Exactly.
All right. Well, all right. But let's not live in the past, because now it's called Bored.
Uh-huh.
And here it is. Bored. Deftones off of Adrenaline.
Normal VJ, like.
Yeah, I did. Well, you know what it is I'm not really a radio guy, so
But you sounded like one.
sometimes I try to sound like a radio guy because I feel like I'm not a radio guy, and then I end up sounding like a radio guy, and then I sound like an idiot.
You don't gotta go there.
But don't worry, I'll screw up later. I don't need that, do I? Chino, we were talking while Bored
But we
was
weren't,
playing. Oh, we weren't?
Oh, we were.
Yes, about you getting socked.
Cold cock.
Oh, like your girlfriend doesn't know she socked you once. You didn't say anything bad about her.
I didn't.
I've been socked by a woman.
He's been socked twice.
I like it.
You guys don't get into another fist fight here on Loveline. Now,
She made him cry.
You got socked, and she's still your girlfriend.
Well, you know.
And it wasn't so bad, was it?
It was a nice feeling knowing that somebody cared like that much about you. Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of sick, but it also shows that, they wouldn't do it if they didn't have any feelings.
That's exactly what it is.
I got punched one time by one girlfriend. It was my stripper girlfriend from England, who you've often heard me talk about. I was in a softball league on Sunday. Used to go out on Sundays and play a little softball, and I promised to take her out to a little whining and dining that evening. But instead, I decided it'd be a good idea to shoot pool and drink pitchers of beer with everyone from the softball team until about 11:30 that night, in which case I showed up at the apartment loaded, wearing a pair of those bad polyester softball pants and a stupid jersey with a dumb logo on it. And, yes, my softball knickers.
Some cleats.
And I just walked in the room, walked in the bedroom. She looked at me. She knew I was loaded. I collapsed down on the bed. I was just lying there, cleats on, glove under my arm. She came, about 10 minutes later, she came into the room. She stood at the foot of the bed, said, Adam, get up. I sort of knew what was coming. But like an idiot, when you're loaded, you just, like a dog, you stand up. I stood up at the foot of the bed. She whacked me one right in the jaw. I fell straight back on the bed, like I was taking the nasty plunge, and I just passed out. And the last thought I had before I passed out was, I'm glad she hit me, because I'm loaded, and I don't even remember her hitting me. And now she's guilty.
Yeah.
She feels bad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have had to go through days of, no sex, cold shoulder, having to, come on, babe, I'm sorry, let me make it up to you. Boom!
Now it's all about, what about that one time you hit me, though?
Right. And then, I got a lot of mileage out because, next morning when she was like combing her hair.
You had biscuits and gravy first thing in the morning when you woke up.
Absolutely. And every time she'd like scratch the back of her head, I'd flinch. Don't hit me. I do it in public and stuff, too.
Oh, yeah, always.
So all the burden was off of me. It was one quick right hand, and, I was back down on the bed, and none the worse for wear. I recommend it.
More and more pathology in your relationships we find out about as
There's
time
nothing
goes
wrong
on.
with getting belted once in a while,
Wow.
Drew. Michelle, 13, you're on the Loveline with the Deftones.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to say that Dr. Drew and Adam, you guys rule. Okay, I listen to you every night.
Thank you.
And when Goldfinger comes on, tell them I said hi because they're my favorite group.
We're gonna be we're gonna
Oh my god! Oh my god!
We're gonna be in each other. Believe me.
Okay.
There's gonna be fluid being passed back and forth between me and the Goldfinger guys.
Juices.
I'll pass a little on from you, okay, Michelle?
Okay.
You have a question?
Do you guys do psychology? Cause I have reason to believe that I was abused as a little kid, but I don't really remember it.
What are the reasons you believe this?
I have this disease, and it's herpes,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do anything to get it. And all the doctors and the social worker and my parents and my friends are all like, well, did you get abused? Did you get abused? So.
Certainly, it's an obvious concern, right?
Uh-huh.
And Michelle, what do we call herpes here on Loveline?
I don't know.
Oh, you're a huge fan, aren't you, baby?
I don't really listen
Happies.
every night, but...
Happies. It makes people much more comfortable talking about it.
Weirdo. Someone's knocking at my door. Oh, no. Anyway,
Michelle, a couple things. You don't have this on your lips or mouth, do you?
No.
Nothing like this.
The badder one.
What's that?
The worst one.
Genital.
Yeah.
Drew, how stupid are you? Come on, what's that look for?
I'm not following her way of thinking. And nothing on your skin anywhere else, in your hands or anything like that?
Well, not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
I'm taking therapy for it.
So you had it on your hands before?
Uh-huh.
When it's on your fingers, it's called herpetic whitlow.
Yuck.
And
It's everywhere.
And if you get it, it's everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Well, yeah, but where did it start is the big question.
No, wait a minute. What do you mean it's
I
everywhere?
never heard about all that.
It started in the genitals, okay?
Yeah.
And then it got to the lips. And then it just went everywhere else.
Where else?
I had little spots on my hands, that was it, so.
Well, so, yeah, she adjusted herself down there, and then maybe
It doesn't typically do that.
Oh, it doesn't?
Not at all.
So,
no.
wait a minute. If you
there is such a thing, but
you have genital herpes,
yeah.
and you break out,
yeah.
and you scratch yourself down there,
yeah.
and then you wipe your face, you wouldn't get them on your lips?
You could. It's possible.
And of course it'd be on your hand because that's what that was the conduit.
Again, the hand. Auto inoculation isn't that easy to do in that direction. It
goes from the mouth to the crotch more easily.
It could do that. It's just typically it's an unusual thing to have happen, but it does happen. I just wonder if she just didn't have it in her mouth to begin with and sort of inoculated herself in some way.
Well, how would she get it in her mouth to begin with?
Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. And they have certain forms of herpes in their mouth.
Oh, okay.
She may have gotten a kind that could be transmitted around.
Michelle.
Yeah?
You have no recollection of any kind of sexual abuse?
No, I have this huge chunk of my memory missing.
That's another problem.
What age?
From 3 to 5.
Abducted by aliens.
But that's not an uncommon age for people not to remember.
No, but I can remember things from when I was 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah,
Don't worry, you'll lose that. That's all gone. I think that went out when I, in a bong load back in 79. I think I blew out my 1 and 2 memory.
Michelle, I would suggest that you see somebody who is certified, a specialist in infectious disease about this. Because this doesn't sound right to me. And there are other conditions other than herpes also that can cause sores in the mouth and genitals. And that ought to be really sorted out for you. So see an infectious disease specialist.
But Drew, isn't it kind of weird that everyone, including the family, is really panicking and saying, well, maybe you were molested?
It is kind of wild.
I mean, doesn't that seem like they're sort of yelling fire in a crowded movie house? I mean, it seems a little irresponsible.
But who knows how that came about?
Well, just agree with me then.
You're always right. That's great.
For Christ's sake. Back with just a little more Loveline. I like this song.
You're right.
Is that Cracker? Ann, are you in there? Ann, did you, in Washington last week, did you see Cracker play?
Yes, I did.
Didn't they just rock?
They were awesome. Really nice guys, too.
Really nice guys and really rock. Talked to them a little bit in the hotel and everything.
You
real
talk to
cool
everybody,
guys.
Adam.
I know.
Major schmoozer.
I'm like band whore.
You're almost like our road manager Wedge. He knows everybody.
Oh, I love them. I love the kids and their music today. Fantastic. We're here with the Deftones.
Hello.
And believe me, if I run into you guys somewhere, too, I'm going to be snuggling up, just like I do to all the bands.
Yeah.
We're here with Chino Marino and Stephen Carpenter, both
Hello.
from the Deftones. They got a CD called Adrenaline. They're now autographing them for the various Loveline members.
Hurry up.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. It's some of the things you have to do when you're a big star. Ann, 35, you're on Loveline.
Hi. I have a question for Dr.
All right, hold on. We have to cut off Chino's booze. He's getting surly now. Go ahead, Ann.
Okay, nothing worse than a surly drunk. I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, Ann.
Doctor, I noticed that whenever anyone brings up relationships where there's a big age difference, that you're really negative about it. I mean, when the two are consenting adults and stuff.
Not
does
with
it, wait. Not ever work or?
No. We're usually making an issue when one is still developmentally in a wholly different place in their life.
How about 35 and 25?
I don't have any problem with that.
That's fine.
You're peers. You're in the same place in your life. You have the same concerns. You have the same, you'll be thinking about the same things. You'll understand things in the same way.
Well, all right. It's not the world's healthiest.
It isn't. Why not?
I have no problem. I have no problem with that.
I guess I'm.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I guess I'm having like guilt or something.
Yeah, well, I wonder if there's a. I wonder if you have a problem with it. However, because when I'm talking to a 19-year-old who's dating a 50-year-old, it triggers you to think about your relationship, and I don't even put those in the same category. I mean, I wouldn't even be thinking about those kinds of issues with your relationship, but you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think back to when you're 25 and the thoughts that were running through your mind at age 25, and think what you know now at 35. Not the same person, are you?
No, not at all.
Right. Now, it doesn't mean you wouldn't have liked yourself when you were 25, and it doesn't mean, you couldn't have a conversation or cut your own food or anything at 25. But if I look at it that way sometimes. I mean, I just turned 32, and I look back at where my head was at 25, and it was a little bit scrambled.
Well, is it wrong if a relationship is really strongly
No, the only thing wrong with this relationship is you have a little bit of a problem with it. I mean, you feel something's wrong, Ann.
Maybe that's just because I was raised Catholic.
Or maybe it's not the age difference per se. It's not the chronology so much as indeed where you are in your lives.
I've never had a decent relationship before, okay? And I totally gave up on relationships completely about 5 years ago.
Until you met the paper boy.
And what's going on with this guy?
I don't know.
What's different about this? What's this one about?
It might just be like physical, but if it's physical, it's like totally.
All right. Hold on. Let me talk to the boys from Deftones for a second. Forget about all this junk these guys handed you. Forget about all this clerical work for a second.
Something going on here that's interesting, pal.
Absolutely. You guys you're thinking like you're working at a public library or something. Forget about signing the CDs.
I'm done.
You're done. All right. Slide up on the mic there, and let's cure America.
Let's fix them. What's your problem, Toots?
She's dating. She's 35. She's got one foot in the grave, and she's dating the paper boy. He's only 25, and she feels a little guilty about it.
Real good, Adam. Okay, yeah, that just cleared everything.
And I didn't say both feet.
Grave.
All right, you got a big toe in the grave. It's not the whole foot.
Okay, that's it. Okay, now I feel great.
All right,
okay.
but you're basically dating a younger guy, and he's cool with it, right?
I guess. Yeah.
So what's the problem?
There's no problem here, Ann, other than that you're unsure about it.
Okay.
All right, so relax. You have our blessing. Drew?
The age issue is not the issue, but there's obviously something wrong here. And I think it's probably that he is having just a physical relationship, and she is having something more.
What? A 25-year-old guy just having a physical relationship?
Precisely.
That's preposterous.
Unheard of.
Gary, 20, you're on Loveline.
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend, I've been looking for a third partner in our sex life. And
you want your relationship to end?
We have your third and fourth right here.
Hello.
Catch them before they sober up.
No, but, me and my girlfriend have been together for 5.5 years.
And that's about enough, I guess. They're done.
Drew, could you let him finish his damn sentence, please?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
And that's okay. And we're looking to heighten our sexual relationship, and we think we found a third person, but we don't really know how. And I mean, she seems to be into it and everything, but the way she talks and her past experience and stuff, we don't know how to instigate it, and we don't know how to bring up the fact of getting like tests and stuff.
Let me back up a little bit. It's good you're thinking that way about the sexually transmitted disease. Mm-hmm. That's great. But you said we are looking to heighten our sexual...
That's what I'm thinking. Is it you?
Yeah, Gary. Whose idea was this?
This is me and my girlfriend, seriously.
When he says...
I'm calling on behalf of both of us.
Is it going to be what, a boy or a girl? What's it going to be?
It's a girl.
When Gary says...
What if she wanted a boy?
She doesn't, though. That's the thing.
But what if she did?
Well, she did, but she doesn't.
All right. When Gary says we, by the way, he means it like when the Queen speaks. All right. We're not amused.
Okay.
She's talking for her.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
The
Gary.
silent partner.
Uh-huh.
So it's both of you.
Yes.
Both made the decision.
Yes.
Okay. Is she there?
Yes, but...
Because I'd like to sort of cross-check it with her.
She's asleep right now.
Wake her up.
All right.
No, I'm serious. Well,
You had to wait till she went
Here,
to ask.
give up. She
Wake
said
her up.
no. She jumped away from the phone. But anyway.
She's afraid.
Because she's afraid to tell that her real feelings are going to get exposed.
I guess so, yeah.
And the fact is, she's just trying to make you happy. And this is going to end the relationship, I promise you.
It will, you think?
Yeah.
Are you really serious about her, Gary?
Yes, very much so.
Well, 5 and something, 5 years and some months, you know what I'm saying? It's serious, but basically...
He's still a 20-year-old.
If you're looking for somebody else, you might as well be with somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
I personally am not looking for somebody else. She would like to engage in sex with a female, and I...
wouldn't mind.
Whether I'm
basically wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying?
Well, whether I'm involved
Get a little
or
something,
not, whether I'm involved or not, I don't care, you know.
Would you be joining in?
If they want, and if not, I won't. It doesn't matter, you know. But
yeah, well, wait, yeah. Say that when they're halfway into it. You got a couple of tall boys in you, and your pants are around your ankles.
What about me though?
We'll see if no still means no.
I may not even be here though. I don't know. I was just.
Believe me, you'll call in sick that day.
But it's the same issue. Why, if she wants to be with other people, why isn't she with other people?
All right. Well, listen.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
Gary.
And when you see that start to happen, it's going to generate some unexpected feelings.
All right, I am going to sum up this whole conversation. Here's what's going on. You've been together since you were 15, right?
14, yeah.
How old is she?
She's 20. She'll be 21 Monday.
So you're about the same age.
Yeah.
So you've both been together forever. I mean, you're seriously your whole sort of dating...
1/3 of your life.
Dating life.
1/4.
All your reproductive years so far.
Right. Well, not the golden years, but the sort of off-white years, we like to call them.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you guys, whether you know it or not, the relationship is sort of winding up. You're both sexual people. You're both attractive people. I'm going way out on a limb here. And you both would like to experiment because you've been cooped up with the same chicken for 5 years.
Yep.
And when you say, hey, I'd like a threesome, basically what you're saying is I kind of like to see other people, but I don't want to drop you. But don't worry, our love is real strong. But it really means like, hey, this thing's kind of winding up, and let's see. It's kind of like, here's the way I look at the threesome.
Let's browse our options.
You ever play miniature golf?
Yeah.
You have a real bad day, and you get to the very end, you get to the windmill. And you go, 2 points if you get it here, 3 points. You go,
you throw it.
Forget that crap. I'm taking a full swing. I don't give a crap where this ball goes. I don't care if I kill someone on the 405. I'm hitting this ball as hard as I can.
What?
That's what that is. You don't care. You swing, and maybe it goes in the hole, but you know it ain't. You're not going to get a free game out of this one, Gary.
Okay.
So the relationship's over anyway. By virtue of the fact that you want to do this, so go do it. You have our blessing. And don't listen to Chino. His girlfriend kicks his ass.
Hook it up.
She sees it. All right, Gary?
Sure.
All right, so go for broke.
Okay.
Yes, you all move on soon. And we'll be back.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Can I go now?
Bobcat. You guys know who Bobcat Goldthwait is, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's start first with Stephen. How old would you say Bobcat is?
Here we go again. You're just absolutely taken with that.
He listens to the show. I love to torture him.
46.
All right, Chino, you're going 46?
No, he's younger
I
than
think
that.
he's
30.
I think he looks older than he is.
All right, but give me a guess.
I say he's 34.
He's bald, I know that.
34?
He's living on
You're
Mount
right.
Baldy.
He just turned 34.
Yeah.
All right, so Bobcat, if you're listening, people do know how old you are. Although I was hoping they would say 44. But anyway, real fast, yeah, let's get to our last call of the night. Karen, 25, you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hey.
Just calling to find out if Stefan is available.
Available for
Are
what?
you? Like, what does he have no girlfriend? What do you want to know? What?
I just want to know.
Who are you?
I'm Karen.
And?
I know you.
You don't know me. You might know Stefan.
I know both of you.
You don't know me.
Where do you know him from, Karen?
San Jose.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I never been there. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
What in me?
I was just wondering if Stefan was available, that's all.
He's right there. Go ahead.
Available for what?
Go ahead. Let her ask. She wants to talk to you about something, obviously. What?
A date.
A date?
Yeah.
I'm available for all dates.
Oh, okay.
You want all that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of man right there. You know what I'm saying?
Stefan, haven't
About
you?
260.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of love,
Hey.
though. Hey, Karen.
Yes.
Have you been intimate with Stefan, or are you just curious?
Just curious.
Uh-huh. What do you look like?
She obviously kind of buff herself, you know what I'm saying?
I think Stefan knows what I look like.
You're fat.
Huh?
Drew, please.
I think Stefan knows a wide variety of Karens.
Is wide the operative word there?
No.
Well, I'm Lisa's friend Karen.
Lisa.
Oh, man. Stefan's turning beet red. Something's going on. All right, Karen,
hey, was she or when was she?
What's up, Wedge?
right.
Wedge, I just talked to him.
Karen.
Yes.
I hate to break up your little party with the Deftones, but quick question, and then we got to let you go.
Are those real boobs or not?
How's he hung?
That's it.
How's he hung?
I don't know.
All right, but
that would be a no.
But you'd like to find out.
Sure.
Okay. Boy, that was a vote of confidence. Well, there's Karen. When you go back to Sacramento, you can bang Karen all you need to. All right. Well, let me give out thanks where thanks are due. The lovely Lisa for doing the phones tonight. The beautiful Sherry for doing the phones tonight. The lovely and angular one producer Ann for producing the show. The one nut wonder engineer Mike for weaving his little magic. Dr. Drew, myself, Adam Carolla. Remember Dishwalla next week, Goldfinger next week, possibly Korn, possibly Kiss. Deftones, new CD, Adrenaline, go get it. Chino and Stefan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
See you.
I'm surprised when I'm asked to sign a lady's bosom.
You've been listening to Loveline.
The opinions expressed on Loveline, especially by Adam Carolla,
are not necessarily those of the staff, management, or sponsors.
or even the character voices.
Loveline, produced by Ann Wilkins for Westwood One Entertainment.